Hey. I'm still rolling. Chapter 14, Revelations 14. And we just saw the dragon. There was a dragon that came out of the bottomless pit. Was a key opened up. The angel came, opened up a key. The bottomless pit, locusts came out. Then the dragon came out. The dragon came, and then he had a beast to come up out of the sea, which is referred to people. And then this beast and the dragon combined their powers. They're going to create this other beast, which is going to probably be the false prophet, the fall antichrist, or whatever. But these three people are forming themselves and coming together, and they created this world system where you had to bow down to their system, which is the number of a man, and you have to take the mark in your hand, or take the name, or take the number, and or your forehead. And so that was in Revelations 13, and the number they ended with was 666. So now we are in 14, and at chapter 14, this is a shift. We had that talking about, we said it was a little bit talking about dragon and Lucifer. Now we're finna go into a little change. Now this is about the lamb. The lamb. So they're redeemed with the lamb. Whew. This is beautiful. So right here, let's start. I'm gonna try to make it brief. I'm sorry, I kind of got caught up. Too much intro the last time. But chapter 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the mount Sion, with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their forehead. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and the voice of a great thunder. And I heard a voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sang as if it was a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn the song but the 144,000 that were redeemed from the earth. And these are they which were not defiled with women, for they were all virgins. And these are they which follow the Lamb wherever he goes. These were redeemed from amongst men, being the first fruit of unto God and to the Lamb. And in their mouths were found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. They're repentant men, right? And I saw another angel fly in the midst of the heavens, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto him that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people. So there was an angel flying with the everlasting gospel to preach to them that dwell on the earth, saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that have made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So you see here, judgment is coming. Then the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hands, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without measures into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstones in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. So if anybody touch that image and that mark without measures, you're going to be getting some wrath. And then here at 11, I'm at 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark in his name. There would be no rest, no rest for this mark. So what do we do? If you talking about that you can't take this mark, there really does need to be some training, right? So maybe someone back to this end time preparation. What do we do right now? We can be worried about, be fearful. Oh, so now it's like we need to start worrying about trying to learn how to fast, learn how to hear from God, how to pray, how to withhold ourselves from things that what we are craving, things that we can't live without. Figure out ways to train ourselves on how to be function and discipline. We prepare us, maybe working out to be physical, so you can just preparing ourselves spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, environmental. Just like some things you can start working on prepare. I mean, it's not saying it may be unnecessary, but I mean that's what I like. I like to probably get my from what I'm reading. I try to say, let me see if I can work on trying to do this. I did it for about a year. I was like, anything I wanted to eat, I denied it. See if I can go without in case I had to. It was if I ate that. Cynthia, I love chocolate brownies. Or if you I'll give you this for the mark. And I'd try to live without brownies. And I was just, I mean, when I was younger, I used to just take the exercise like that. Try. And I became very disciplined. I don't know if I'm like that now though. So I have to probably try something like that again now. Because the word God even say, to learn and grow from this, you have to have a childlike spirit, a childlike heart. We could be strong for the world and be professional and show our strength and all that. But when you start talking about this Bible and you close your door and you're by yourself, you have to become a child. You have to become very teachable and open and warm and just obedient. It's a very surrendering, humbling thing for God, but not because people will take advantage of that if they see you doing that, especially for those that's not worthy of seeing that. So, but learning that and figuring out what God had for us is pretty powerful. So, but anyway, I don't remember where I was at. Let me see. I'm going to start with the smoke torment extended up until forever and ever, day and night. Okay. 12. 12 said, here is the patience of the saints here. Are they that kept the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus? And I heard a voice from heaven. So here is the patience of the saints here. Are those that keep the commandments of God and the faith in Jesus. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. So blessed are those that died in the Lord from this point on. Blessed are those that die in God. Okay, and let's see it again. Yeah, that's 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. So you die in God from this point on. You dying in God, then blessed is you. It said, yes, saith the Spirit, that ye may rest from your labors, and their works do follow them. So it said here, for those that die from this point on in God, rest from your labor, and your works will just follow you. The works will follow you. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat, like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Glory. Whew. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrusting the sickle. That's the part I have to still find my own understanding into sometimes, because up to this point I understand it all. I mean, I'll be able to explain in details clearly on what is going on, and this is clear. You all understand up to this point. And this sickle part, I just have to work on that. But it says here, and another angel threw in the temple, through the temple, cried with a loud voice, and sat on the throne. Thrust in his sickle, and reap, for the time is coming for thee to reap. For the harvest is of the earth is ripe. So he said the harvest is ripe right now. Now it's time to reap this. He said, and he that sat on the throne thrust in the sickle on the earth, and the earth was ripe. I'm sorry, the earth was reaped. So the earth was reaped. Now, throwing in the sickle, that's separate. That's like in there just all these people that was wicked and evil and all that. He just went in there and just threw in the sickle and just start just like harvest, just like a reaper, harvest, reaping harvest in. And then another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven. So this is 17. He also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which he he had power over fire, and he cried with a loud voice, with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in the sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angels thrust in the sickle unto the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. So they gathered, they just threw it in the sickle and just said the harvest is right, and just harvest. I guess it's just fullness of just bloomed, maybe something need wrath. And so they just threw it, they just gathered it into the great wine press of the wrath of God, and they put it in there. And the wine press was trodden without the city, and the blood, when they put all that wine with the people, I guess they put them all there. When they gathered all this harvest, and people just throw them into this wine press. There was so much in there. They said that 20, the wine press was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the wine press even unto the horse's bridle. So it came up to the horse's bridle by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So I thought it was like, I think somebody told me it was like 200 miles, something like that they said. I think it said the blood thrust, it went about 200 miles from the wine press. But I guess I shouldn't have said it, because I normally have notes in all my Bibles, and I don't like pulling them out. But yeah, so they put in this, and that was, God Jesus Christ, the Lamb, putting it in spring, reaping the harvest, reaping it in. And so that is what happened here in chapter 14. And it's pretty interesting, this taking the mark, trying to stay focused, not to be in it. And then for those that are in here, he said, the faith, he said, hold on to your faith and patience. He said, if you can hang on at this point. Here in 13 to 14, he said, just hang on to the Spirit, because you're going to get, you said, let me read it again. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, from here on. Those that are dying in the Lord, blessed are you. Yeah, as it says, the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors. So the rest is the blessed are those, because they can rest from their labors. He said, and their works do follow them. So everything you've done, all that work you got going, that you got up in here, he said, it's gonna follow you. Blessed are you from this point on. They're gonna die, because he said, what you seeing, I guess, what you finna do, what's going on. He said, you blessed. You just endure. Just hang in there. Just hang on there. Yeah, he said, just hang on. He said that you'll rest. He said, you're going to rest from your labor. Rest from your labor, and your work going to follow you. So that's pretty, that's 14. That is the part of, that's God, talking about, the Lamb, Christ. This is powerful, which I didn't really get into it, but it's Christ coming down into the earth, coming in here with a sickle, and he's coming here, he's coming here reaping the harvest of those that refused to put him in a wine press. He was guided with authority, and he did it. So at this point, this is shifting. So he said, blessed those that have the patience, the faith, hang on to your faith. Where it says 12, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus Christ. He said, hang on for those. You see that at 12? Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and of the faith of Jesus Christ. And I heard the voice from heaven saying unto me, right blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from here on. Yeah, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Amen. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat, the Son of Man. Yeah, so he told them to go ahead and they're going to be rested from their labor before he put the sickle in. And I got the sickle in there. He's reaping the harvest, and the blood spread it miles. I think I'm going to say up to the horses, up to the bridle. And then, like I said, it was about 200 miles. I'll double check that again. But anyway, that is chapter 14 with Christ, the redeemed, the Lamb, coming in here, coming back. But he's here. He's here. It's with the Lamb came here with this. So and I looked, and lo, the Lamb, he stood on Mount Zion. Stood on Mount Zion. Powerful. So anyway, that is great. It's good news. To see the Pope, to see the judgment that coming upon those that are not of him, and let's just see how he's going to clean. Now it's time. He's going to start cleaning up this world, the world we live in. He's going to start cleaning it up, shifting it. It's been a shifting now. It's almost like, I'm almost on this thing in one night. I'm down here. I'm up on 15. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. And we are going to get to 15. I'm going to see how it goes.